Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 in our reading virtual assignments. This week we are going to start talking about fact and opinion. So our standards at the top, our learning target for today says, I can distinguish an opinion from facts. We want to make sure that we can find what that opinion is based on the facts given. In order to do that, we're going to determine what the facts are, figure out what the opinion is, and make sure that we can support it. Okay, so on this page, you see an anchor chart. We've seen this anchor chart before in Unit 4 when we went through the difference between fact and opinion, and you guys were amazing at that. I know you did a lot of that in 3rd grade, so I'm not worried about being able to find the difference. Remember, a fact is something that you can check up on. Okay, so if it said cars always have 3 wheels, then that's something that maybe we would want to check into. And if we did check into it and researched it, we would figure out whether it was right or wrong. But we can't figure out if this is right or wrong because it's just how somebody feels. Okay, so don't always think of a fact as being true. We're going to see that in this next one. When we are reading this passage, I want you to be looking for facts, and I'm going to be highlighting them in yellow as we go. So it starts out by saying one of the best writers ever is J.K. Rowling. She was born on July 31st, 1965, and grew up to be a beloved author. She is a British author known all over the world for the Harry Potter series. They are exceptional books. The 7 books in the series became bestsellers in the 1990s. They sold over 450 million copies. The books have even been translated into 60 different languages. The best part is that the Harry Potter books inspired movies, video games, and other merchandise. Rowling's success made her the first billionaire author. Amazingly, she has chosen to give away much of her earnings to charity. Fortunately, for readers everywhere, J.K. Rowling continues to write today. So when we're looking at these facts, what we want to be able to check for is whether or not this is true. Okay, so we can check and see if her birth date really was July 31st. We can check and see if she is known all over the world. We can check and see if the books became bestsellers in that year, and so on and so forth. But we want to think about what that main opinion is. So what they're trying to prove here is actually in the first sentence of the paragraph, similar to how we would find the main idea. It says, one of the best writers ever is J.K. Rowling. Okay, so they're using all these facts to try to prove that. So let's figure out which facts help support this opinion. If we're trying to prove that she was one of the best writers ever, do we need to know her birthday? No. Does knowing that she's known all over the world help prove that she's one of the best writers ever? Probably. Someone who is the best writer ever is going to be known all over the world. Does the fact that her books became bestsellers prove that she was one of the best writers ever? Yes. Think about how many copies she sold. That's a good writer. If she wasn't a good writer, she wouldn't be able to do that. Now, the books were translated into 60 different languages. I'm not sure that proves she's one of the best writers ever because there's other authors who maybe had their books translated. And the money that she made and what she did with it and her writing today, that doesn't prove to us that she's one of the best writers. So even though this has facts all through it, we want to think about what facts are really going to support that idea. What you're going to be doing today is looking at opinions from Katie and Gabriel. Okay, they have 2 different opinions based on the article that we read last week, whether or not texting is ruining your writing. So I want you to read their opinions. It's going to be on the Google form as well. And then what I want you to do is figure out what are some of the facts that support this opinion. No, texting is not ruining your writing. So who's talking about that and what do they say to prove it? You're going to record those answers here by putting your email address. Make sure that you have that right. You're going to make sure that you answer this question about what supports the opinion. Read the text here. Remember to zoom in if you need to. And I want to make sure that you answer what is Katie's opinion, and that last one, what are some facts that support this opinion stated here? Make sure you hit the green submit.